Hi, and thanks for joining me today. This is Mike with Designs by M. And if you've followed my channel over the last month, you do know that I have a new Cricut Explore Air machine. I have not tried the print then cut feature, so I wanted to go ahead and try that out today and thought I would take you guys along with me. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first thing that I need to do is find an image. So I'm going to go ahead to the left here and select Images. And then I'm going to go up to the top right under Filter and go down to Printables. And that will bring up all of the items that I'm able to print. So I kind of went through here earlier. I know that I want to use the cupcake. So I'm going to go ahead and put the cupcake in and click Insert. And it'll take a second for that to pop up on my screen. And I know the first thing that I want to do is resize this. So if you see the checkbox, it is locked. I'm going to click it so that it is unlocked. And I'm going to change the dimensions. I'm going to make this the width 4.25 or 4 1/4. And I am going to change the height to 5 inches. Okay. So the next thing that I want to do is duplicate it. So I'm going to go up to the top right and I'm going to hit duplicate. Now what I failed to tell you is we are also going to be making a card. So I clicked on the duplicate button because I do need a backing for this card. As you can see over on the right hand side, there are a few extra pieces, so all I am doing is clicking on those and hitting my delete key on my computer. So now that I have the one piece, I did click the print button and I'm changing that to cut. So now this piece will just cut. So I have the piece that is the printed piece and I have the piece that's cut. Now the last step that I need to turn this into a easy card is to put a score line. And so I'm going to go ahead and hold my shift key down while I use the little rotate tool there, and that'll give me a nice even score line. And I'm going to go ahead and shorten that up just a little bit. It does not need to be that long. And now that I have that in place, the last thing that I need to do is attach it. So I need to attach the score lines to that image. So I'm going to highlight both of them and then go down to the bottom right and click the paperclip, which is attach. So now that I have my projects all ready to go, I'm going to go ahead and click the Make It button, and it'll go ahead and change to the next screen. Now as you can see, for print then cut images, it does put a black rectangle around my image. That is what the machine is going to use to know where to cut. And I'm going to go ahead and hit continue. So it's going to think here just for a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and click send to printer. And now it already knows my printer. That's my default printer. If it wasn't, then you'd go ahead and select it and click print. Now when that prints out, I'm going to go ahead and head over to the machine. See you in a minute. Now as you can see, the first thing the Cricut Explore Air is going to do is read those black lines so that it can get an idea of where my image is within that rectangle. So it will cut perfectly. So I'm going to go ahead and let this cut, and I'll meet you back when it's done. Alright, so that finished cutting, and I did go ahead and cut out the blank piece as well, and then there I am just scoring it a little bit more, folding it over, and I'm using that top portion there above the score line as my glue tab, and I'm going to go ahead and glue those together. One thing I did want to call out is I did not calibrate my machine. I left it at the factory default settings, but there is a calibration setting in Cricut Design Space, which is in the top left-hand corner. And if for some reason yours was not cutting out correctly, you could go ahead and utilize that. But there you have it. It's a top folding card, and it took literally about 5 minutes to put together. I did not speed up this video, so it was pretty much real time. and it was quick and easy. Well, I wanted to thank you guys for joining me today. Hopefully you learned a little bit more about the print then cut feature. I know I did, and I'm excited to use it more. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe on my video. I really appreciate it. Thanks all and have a great day.